Hello mga guys and
Stop
welcome
button. Pause. Stop button.
sa panibago nating video. So ngayon, muli po tayo nagbabalik para ituloy yung choice of the trail o choice of the basta. Iba kasi yung pangalan niya sa Google Play at iba din yung na-i-install niya, no? So
Recording. Stop but pause button.
kaya doon sa ating playlist ay yung ginamit kong name yun nga yung sa Google Play, no, na hindi naka-install. So bago natin ituloy yung ating game, so sa mga hindi pa pala nakapag-subscribe, so please to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, pati na rin yung all para palagi kayong updated sa mga ganitong mga content. So, ngayon mga guys, simulan na natin para madali tayong matapos. No?
Home button. Home screen. Screen Google Go. Home screen.
So, nais ko lang ipaalam dito mga guys. So, ito na yung chapter 2 o volume 2 ng ating laro na tinatawag na Choice of the Trail. So, ito na yung volume 2 at natapos naman natin yung volume 1. So, ngayon simulan na
Step.
natin.
Chat Chrome clock. Communicant Copilot Clock Chrome Choice Chat GPT Choices of the Trail.
Okay.
Choices of the Trail. Chapter 2. Library.
So,
Chapter 2. By Michelle Kudelka. We've been on this blasted trail for a month now. It's all that morale. More options button.
So, yung narinig nyo, yun yung, yun na yung chapter 2, no? So, simulan na natin mga guys.
Morale. 3 Moxie. 0 Morale. Chapter 2. By Michelle Kudelka. We've been on this blasted trail for a month now. It's all the same nothing but prairie grasses in every direction. Dust billowing around us. It covers my clothes and my skin. It cakes into my hair. There's been some excitement. Don't get me wrong, there's been accidents, snake bites, illness, and some people have died. Thankfully, my family has been spared all of it so far, and even had some good happen to us. One of the parties that decided to turn around traded us their oxen for our mules so they could move faster. The oxen are hardier and stronger, and sometimes I think Daisy, Ma's milk cow, prefers their company to the mules. Occasionally, I sit in the wagon with Eliza, who suffers from the worst baby-induced stomach sickness right now, so there's not much talking between us. Mostly though, I just walk. My legs are strong but my feet ache. I don't think about how many more miles I have to walk. Eventually, we'll reach mountain ranges, and I don't know what's going to happen then. In the meantime, I move between wagons our own, Caleb's, Simon's and Lucy's. I finally found a female my age in our group, and I do cling to her. It keeps Ma off my back. She doesn't like me hanging with Caleb and Simon as much. Do you intend to marry one of them? She asked me point blank one time when I stupidly chose to sit with her at the front of the wagon. No, Ma, I don't intend to marry anyone right now. I was so tired of that seeming to always be part of the conversation. Then you better stop dawdling with those boys, like some no-good flirt. You don't want people to get the wrong idea about your character. What I wanted to tell her was to hell with my character, but I definitely do care if people think I am some loose girl. I'm glad I found Lucy, because most of the time it's all four of us sitting around and talking. Simon whittles and Caleb carries around a journal, sometimes asking us for our account of the day's travels, and there's dancing when the men bring out their instruments and play around the evening campfires. All innocent enough. But I suppose Ma still doesn't approve. I think she's hoping Lucy will teach me how to behave like a proper 16-year-old girl. What she doesn't know is that Lucy's idea of proper is putting on some kind of act like she doesn't know anything and needs all the help from men she can get. I don't think Ma wants me to act helpless as much as she doesn't want me to act too brazen. I wonder if I'll ever find that right balance. I'm thinking about all of this while my legs move in tandem with Lucy's, who's chattering away next to me about how she wants to learn how to waltz because that's the kind of dance the upper ladies do in their grand ballroom parties. I like Lucy and all, but she's so concerned with what the upper ladies do all the time. Suddenly, there is a woman shrieking a couple 100 feet behind us. A chill spreads through my body. Indians, I think immediately. Lucy grabs my hand and starts pulling me to the noise. We should see what's happened, she says, a little too brightly. I definitely don't want to go check things out. Even if we haven't seen any savages on our voyage so far, I am still the most afraid of them. Lucy thought that was ridiculous when I mentioned it the first time, but I knew she'd be sorry if it did turn out to be a bunch of savages ripping our wagon party apart. What should I say?
So, ito po yung mga choices mga guys, no? So, pakinggan natin, no?
Are you insane? IT could be Indians. Button.
So, yun yung unang choice.
Okay, if you say so. Are you in? Okay, if you say so. Button.
Okay, ito yung pangatlo.
Think the upper lady. Okay, I think the upper ladies would hang back and let everyone else handle IT. Button.
So,
Chapter 2.
yun yung tatlong choices. So, kailangan nating pumili ng isa.
Think the upper. Okay, are you insane? IT could be Indians. Button.
So, okay, double tap natin yan. Okay.
Chapter 2. Library. Go back. More option. Morale. 3 mock. Are you insane? I rip my hand from her grip and start searching for Jack in my own wagon. How did I let them get out of my view? It could be Indians. The second I said it, I knew Lucy thought I was being childish. Come on, Beth. She gestures around us at the distinct lack of chaos and arrows flying toward our heads. There's not enough going on for it to be some kind of Indian attack. Tired of waiting for me, she starts walking toward where the noise came from. I follow her, reluctantly.
Okay, swipe natin.
Continue button. Are you a continue button?
Okay.
Chapter 2. Library. Go back. More options but morale. 3 Moxie. Maybe someone got run over again or something, she says as we approach the group. I shut my eyes tight. That happened a few days ago. I don't like to think about that little boy, not even 3 years old, and how he saw something in the grass and leapt from the moving wagon before his mama could stop him. I don't know how Lucy can recall it so nonchalantly. She picked up your nonchalant attitude from Caleb. He also talks about terrible things that happened on the trail like he just read about them in some book and didn't actually know the people they happened to. The little boy's mama was named Ruth, and his daddy was Troy. Caleb, and Simon went fishing together a couple of times when we'd camped on the edge of the river. Yet Caleb just sighed and shrugged his shoulders and told me, that's just the way of the trail, Beth. When I carried on too long about it, I hate when he says that. There are some people gathered, some loud discussion, but no savages circling them on horseback. I see a woman with her head in her hands, wailing. I get the feeling it's about a child. After all, I look around frantically. I don't want to see another dead body. Not now. Simon joins me at my left shoulder and I jump in surprise. He does everything quietly talking, laughing, moving the complete opposite of Caleb. It's a wonder they are together so often. Well, I remind myself, you and Lucy are opposites as well. Sometimes you take what you can get. Did you hear what happened? He asks me. I shake my head. He clears his throat. That's Simon's way, I've realized. Every 5 words or so he has to clear his throat. A little girl is lost. Lost. I feel queasy. Not under some wheel, I hope. Throat clearing, head shaking, wandered off. He gestures to the south. You could see for miles, and it was hard to imagine someone getting lost. I'd imagine she could turn and see the dust cloud and find her way back. I say. He shakes his head again, sadly. Been missing for hours. Another clearing of his throat. Some of the group want to assemble a search party. Only some. I furrow my brow. And the rest want to keep going. She's probably. He lets his sentence trail off. One thing I like about Simon he would never tell me that was just the way of the trail. He feels just as badly about the things that happen as I do. I can see it in his kind brown eyes. Suddenly, I see Jack in the crowd. I excuse myself from Simon and go to him, calling his name. He heads toward me. I'm guessing you've heard about a little girl. I don't think we should be part of any search party. We're losing too much time as it is, and I want to get to the river crossing to hopefully catch the ferry, says Jack. I knew we had a small window of time when the ferry could take us across the river, but I told myself that little girl also had a small window of time before she was considered lost for good. What should I suggest to Jack?
Okay. So, ito yung mga choices ulit, no?
Join the search party, button.
Okay.
Leave and get to the river on time, button. Chapter 2. Then get to join the search party. Maybe someone got run over again or something, she says as we approach the group. Join the search party, button. Leave and Chapter 2.
So, dalawa lang yung choices. Pero, next time,
View button.
tuloy natin to, no? So,
Recent quit screen clear all clean 2 choices of recorder. Choices of the recorder. Record 0 hours, 9 minutes, and 20 million tag pause but stop button.
So, dito muna natin na puputulin yung ating gameplay, no? So, sa susunod mga guys, ituloy natin yung kung saan tayo naputol na choices, no? So, sa ngayon ay
Button.
dito muna tayo mag-i-end, no? And sana nagustuhan yung
Stop button.
ating gameplay o bagong episode sa game na to, no? So, ulitin ko lang bago tayo mag-end, sa mga hindi pa pala nakapag subscribe, so pwede kayo mag-subscribe and pakihit na din yung bell icon para palagi kayong updated siyempre. At pindutin nyo na rin yung all para agad kayong ma-notify ni YouTube o ni YouTube kung may bago tayong mga ganitong mga upload.
Button. Stop button.
So yun lang po mga guys, and magandang araw.